2 months after the float of the Naira, the currency has hit a record low, inching towards 1,000 Naira after 950 Naira to $1 was reported at the power market this week. However, Folashodun Snubu, acting governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, blamed the Naira's fast decline against the dollar on the diversion of remittance from Nigerians living abroad to the power markets. Speaking with a financing expert, Dr. Emmanuel Akinwumi said CBN should take responsibility and try to find solutions rather than apportion blame.
Real policy reforms that will be complementary and mitigate the impact of the oil subsidy removal. Unification of the foreign exchange market is a very good thing to do, but when the unification did not come, agenda did not come with a robust palliatives, like people now rushing to be producing for export, people now running away from importing little things because they have alternatives and more cost-effective platform in Nigeria. If those things are not put in place, we have just started. I won't be surprised before the end of this month, a dollar is now 1,000 naira. Because as long as those problems that could provide palliatives to the unification were abandoned or sidetracked, and people are blowing grammar on a wrong path, it will not fly.
Dr. Emmanuel gave some insight on activities that could strengthen the Naira against the dollar.
Or making this country a net exporter of food and take the country out of the abyss of exporting raw materials. You add value to whatever you produce in readiness for export. The industrialization, I mentioned about agribusiness. Because we are importing all manners of food into this country. Some of them canned food, some of them not canned, some of them raw, some of them in the form of biscuit and all manners of things. If we import cornflakes into Nigeria. What is rocket science in transforming corn into flakes that we cannot do in Nigeria? So, along we don't have industrialization, they don't have alternative, there will be problems. The other issue I mentioned is about our universities. Also, a major area where we spend a lot of foreign exchange to pay school fees and also pay for workers from abroad working here. Maybe because of in areas where people lack expertise and skills. So all the government needs to do is to make sure that some of these foreign expertise are domesticated and universities locally are provided with support and incentives to have a standard that will be acceptable. The need for the government to checkmate impunity, criminality in the country. They advocated for commercial court. In Canada, they call it small claim court. Somebody pretend he want to sell a property to you and turn out to be a fraudulent deal. You don't need to go to our normal magistrate court or and go and queue up for the next 5 years. You go to a small claim court. Within a short period of time, you get justice. You recover your assets. I talk about the need for political courage. What is not making things work in Nigeria is corruption. Until that corruption is killed by courageous leaders, any advice that people like us make is a waste of time.
Financial experts say the continuous free fall of the Naira spells doom for the Central Bank of Nigeria, which has a standing $15 billion loan obligation to some American investment bankers, including JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, amongst others.